Good morning, children. Welcome back to the online class. Today, we are going to see the continuation of our previous class, that is, The Night the Ghost Got In by James Grover Thurber. There, in our previous class, I introduced all the characters to you, the structure of the house, everything I had shown to you. And also, the James, the author, heard the footsteps in the dining hall, and as he started to go behind that sound, what are the commotions caused because of that? It was explained by the author in a humorous way. That's what we have seen still now. And now, where we stopped, do you remember? The mother, Herman, and James, they were standing in the first floor and they want to call the police to inform that the burglars entered into the house. But the phone is in the downstairs. They are afraid to go down to call the police through phone. So they were seeking for another way to find out, see, how we can call the police. The mother come out with a new plan. The plan was they are going to wake up their neighbors. Let me tell you about the neighbors. The neighbors of this author is Mr. and Mrs. Bodwell. This Mr. Bodwell is a retired engraver. Do you know what is engraver? Engraver means the someone who designs. Okay, so here he is a retired engraver and they were staying the next to this other's house. So now it's nearly 2 o'clock midnight. They want to wake up the neighbors. So the mother come out with a plan that she tried to throw a shoe through the window at the neighbor's window. Okay, their plan works out. So the shoe reached the neighbor's window and it broke the glass. So you know what will happen soon after that. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Bodwell got too much angry. Okay, so you know it's time 2 o'clock midnight. So there the other and the mother Herman, they were throwing the shoe at the neighbor's house and it broke the glass. So Mr. Bodwell angrily came near the window. So it was described in a humorous way. Okay, so the words used there is she see the Mr. Bodwell was at the window in a minute. All of a sudden, when the glass window breaks, the Bodwell was at the window, shouting, frothing a little, shaking his fist, shouting angrily, and he was ready to beat the person who had thrown the shoe at the window. Okay, so at last somehow they started to communicate with them that burglars entered into the house. First, Mr. and Mrs. Bodwell thought that burglars entered into their house. Okay, so Mrs. Bodwell in between said that, see, we were often subjected to such mild attacks, so we can sell this house and we can go to Peoria. Okay, so anyway, first they misunderstood that burglars entered into their home, but later they understood that the burglars entered into that neighbor's house, that is the other's house, like that they understood, and they called the police through the extension phone in their room. Okay, so now the Herman, James and the mother, they were waiting for the police in the first floor. So she feel bored. Till the police comes, something entertainment we need. So she thought, let me throw one more time the shoe on the neighbor's house. That was the plan she was thinking. But the other prevented her from throwing the shoes at the neighbor's house. Okay, so anyway, with a commendable death, the police were on hand in a commendably short time. Soon after calling it commendably short time, they reached a Ford sedan full of them. So who all reached there? We can see in a car full of police, two on motorcycle. Okay, two police on the motorcycle, and a patrol wagon with eight in it. Patrol wagon means, yes, usually the police will with a siren in a jeep, they will be moving around. That is called a patrol wagon. In that patrol wagon, eight police were there. So a car full of policemen, and in a motorcycle two were there, and in a patrol wagon eight policemen were there, and also some reporters were also there. They all reached near the house. Okay, as it is night, they were with the lights in the hand, torchlight. So with that light, they crisscrossed through the garden. Here and there they moved all around, but they did not find anyone in the garden. So they all came near the front door, and they started to shout in a harsh voice. Okay, rough voice, they were shouting, open up, like that. But here mother, Herman and James were afraid to go downstairs, and they did not go down to open the door for the police. Okay, so all of a sudden the police started to break the front door. Okay, it's a beveled glass. Okay, the door made of beveled glass. They opened the door by breaking the glass. Okay, and they enter into that house. They started to ransack everything. They move here and there, pushed and pulled everything, but they did not find anyone. And a policeman said, no sign of no one, lady, like that. So he was telling to the mother, they did not find anyone, and now automatically they are looking towards the upstairs, that is in the second floor. So they all run towards the second floor. Okay, some policemen were running there. So before this, they were running, this mother and James want to prevent them, because in the second floor, who is there? The grandfather. Do you remember the grandfather's home? The room is in the attic, is it? So they were running towards the attic. So they want to prevent them, because this grandfather was always in a field that, see, some deserters will enter into his house, and he was always ready to shoot them. So they feel that if the policeman enter without his permission into his room, he will surely shoot. So they want to prevent the policeman enter into the grandfather's room. But unfortunately, before they stop him, what happened? They all enter into that a room. Okay, it was happening in such a way. Here one policeman was there, and he was checking here and there, and he took a sitar is a musical instrument, and he asked the house members, what is this? Okay, members of the family, he is asking, what is this, like that. Okay, so the other told the policeman that it is a sitar, it is a musical instrument, and we had a pet in our home, that is a guinea pig, and our guinea pig will usually sleep on that. Nowhere else it will sleep. It will sleep on the sitar only, like that. He mentioned about that sitar. So when all the policemen reached there was what happened there? The grandfather started to shout at them, because he feel that they are the deserters, and he shoot one of the policemen. Okay, so with the same force, they all run downstairs, and they want to go out of the house now, because they searched everywhere, but they did not find anyone. But the policemen were not willing to come out of that house. They were unwilling to come, because they did not get anyone that day, because that day search was an utter failure for them. Okay, so in the meantime, what is happening? See, how the other is standing there, the boy James, he was wearing a towel, is it? So when the reporters, policemen all reached, this boy want to dress up. Okay, so he searched for his dress, but he did not find any dress there. So he went and take one mother's dress, and he was wearing that. Okay, so in the grandfather's dress, how he dressed is also clearly mentioned in the story. The grandfather was wearing a long nightgown over a woolen pant. He was wearing a woolen pant, and over that he was wearing a nightgown and also a nightcap he is wearing, and a leather jacket around his chest. Okay, so this is the dress of the grandfather. You know what the grandfather did to the policeman? The grandfather shoot a policeman. Okay, so anyway, without getting anyone from that house, that is as an utter failure that day, the policeman and the reporters were ready to go out of that house. Okay, so a reporter, a man, a wispy, lean, thin man was looking at or gazing at this other in a different way. Okay, so why do you know what is the reason why the reporter is looking at this other in a different way? Because of his dress code. He was wearing his mother's dress. Okay, so after talking to him, the reporter and the policeman, all the one went out of the house. They all went, but still a question is there: who entered their house? No one there, is it? So maybe they are still in the thought of that it may be a ghost. So they did not get a correct answer who entered into the house. There was no sign of any burglars entering into the house, so they did not come to a conclusion what entered into their house. Okay, so the next day, early morning, grandfather, fresh as a daisy, wake up, and he was sitting in the dining table and he was drinking his coffee. Okay, at that time what happened? They were discussing. They thought that the grandfather might have forgot what had happened the previous night. Okay, so they did not talk about that. But grandfather slowly he started raised a question: for what purpose the policemen were roaming around our home the whole night like that? Okay, so now the grandchildren and the mother, they is explained to the grandfather about the burglars entered into the house the previous night. Okay, and now the grandfather told, whatever it may be, you leave it. Yesterday you did not bother to leave me a bottle of water near my bed. Why don't you give me a bottle of water the night? Yesterday, how I suffered to get down to the dining table and take a bottle of water. Okay, so you are not taking care of me. Why you did not leave a bottle of water near my bed? Okay, now only slowly, for all their confusions and all their questions, they got the answer. So the footsteps belong to the grandfather, not the footsteps not belong to a ghost or a burglar. Grandfather that night came downstairs to take water for drinking. His footsteps only they heard. A small thing. But how it changed, that is the theme of the story. Imagination of odd things leads to absolute humor. Okay, that is the theme of this lesson, the prose. Okay, so if the author had left the sound without caring about that, nothing may happen. But now what happened, see, because as he go behind the footsteps, a policeman was shot by the grandfather. The neighbor, that is Mr. and Mrs. Bodwell's house window is broken, and also the front glass door, beveled glass door was broken, and all the things in their house were misplaced. Okay, so everything before that it was in order, but now everything was misplaced. Understand? So this all things happened because as he imagined something odd. Okay, so I hope you understand the theme of the story, that is imagination of odd things leads to absolute humor. Okay, so I'll be giving you the study portion for tomorrow. The study portion is you have to learn and write all the 2 more question of unit 2 prose. both book inside and book back question. Book inside A to J or H, the questions are there A to J. Okay, all the book inside question, as well as you have to learn the book back question 1 to 9. This all 2 mark question is the study portion for tomorrow. Okay, hope you all understand the story. Okay, read the lesson well. Thank you, children.